Welcome back for some more Star Citizen. Today is Crusader Industries Day at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. I am attira.kell, and I'm here with Salty Cactus.
Oh, technical difficulties. Okay.
We're going to take a look at the ships that they have on offer. It's actually Crusader and Tumbril. So, oh gosh. All right. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on us all. I wonder if this kiosk is just the
Unlike many of their competitors, Crusader Industries dedicates as much effort on their employees as they do on their products. Recognized as one of the UEE's best employers in 2943 and 2946, Crusader not only offers competitive pay and benefit programs to all employees, but also houses extensive in-house training and education programs to foster talent and take their workers to the next level of their career.
Well, there you go. Crusader, based out of the gas giant of Stanton. Oh, goodness. And they are good people, or they would have you believe. They make, I can't even get the camera high enough, the largest current in-game internal cargo capacity ships. The C2, well, the C2 is the Hercules. Hercules! That's a movie reference. What?
M2. This is the M2.
Oh, well, I'll
rotating
like C2.
So keep in mind the M2 is the base variant. Some people keep forgetting that.
Is it?
Yes. It was such a success that they pushed it to the civilian market.
Ah, okay. Okay. There you go. A little bit of lore there from old Salty Cactus. So the C2 is your civilian market downgrade, I guess. Fewer weapons, less armor, but a higher cargo capacity, and also some crew quarters, a crew kitchen, things like that.
Yep.
This is like one of my big time earn in game ships that I really look forward to. Not so much, I'm not going to pay for it, but it's like a goal for me. I think it's a goal for life because it is a very beautiful ship. So you got VTOL on this bad boy because it is so big. It flies pleasantly in both space and atmosphere. It's just an all-around great cargo hauler. And there will be follow-on ships, of course, that will have larger internal storage, but right now, this is it. All right, so looking over at the M2, which Salty has. Salty has this ship, and this is the military variant. So dropship, there's debate. Right, I've seen all kinds of people say it's not, and it's really not, because the C2, M2, the A2, I'm going to get it right, Salty, it's going to hurt my head. The M2 is basically a C-17. Or
C-130.
No, it's not. You shut your mouth. It's absolutely not. C-130 cannot hold a tank, much less 3 tanks.
Yeah, but isn't everything bigger, Cal?
No, because wait, including the tanks, right?
I mean, the Nova tank is an exceptionally large tank. That's also what it said in lore. It's not the baseline. It's not an MBT. Not really.
Wow, I don't know that it says that in lore. I've read it. Okay, you have to find me that post because I've read just about everything there is on it. Anyway, my point is, this is a strategic asset that can bring tanks to the front. But using this, you would want to be probably like a terrain feature or two behind. It is armored. It does have a lot of firepower on the underside of the ship, which is designed to cover its landing as it drops off vehicles. But I would argue, as many in the military would, this is not, this is not a tactical dropship, right? It's a strategic asset that moves limited small numbers of armor from point to point.
But you can make quite a fast planetfall on this. It is insane how quick you and how controlled, you can get to the ground from space.
And he's been testing that a lot recently, so you can take that as fact. The VTOLs really help. All right, so that's the M2 military variant. Then we come back here to the A2, the old big giant darker black and red. Now they carry size 10 bombs. We did a video on it. It's fun. This is a fun ship. It also has a great deal of storage. However, it is a lot less compared to either the C2 or the M2.
Yeah.
Because
the back half is,
as we come up in here, you'll see, right? So like your bombs here, right? So the tank cannot go all the way through. This is not a roll on, roll off for a Tumbril Nova. It's not going to fit.
Bike could work, but
well, I mean, even the Cyclone might work, right? If you were going to bring a battalion of Cyclones with you, but for the Nova, this doesn't work. Now it can still carry a tank, obviously, but it will carry only probably 2, and they'll be in the forward half of the ship.
Yeah, but it for the spawn point, only 1.
Okay, yeah. Now, the question is, when is CIG going to give us size 1 through 5 bombs so that I can exchange out this one size 10 bomb for, like, 50 size 1 bombs and carpet bomb? That's the question of the day. When do I get to carpet bomb, B-52, arc light strike, burn the jungle down? We don't know yet. Anyway.
We don't know.
But it would be fun. Can't wait.
But from initial concept, it was advertised as having the Moabs, but also instead of having a Moab, like a bomb rack of 30 bombs or 20. I don't know the size.
Well, that would be, I mean, yeah, so I mean, if I'm not mistaken, typically like 2 size 9s is 1 size 10, and that's how they do the math.
I think so, yeah.
So you might be talking about like size 3 bombs, which would be amazing.
Yep.
All right. So boom, the A2, the only bomber in the game right now. They need to. So if you want to participate in bombing gameplay, you have to have a friend with an A2. I heavily encourage CIG to give us bomb HUDs for fighters, for multi-role fighter bomber activities, so that we can so that more people can participate. All right, now looking at these beautiful monstrosities. That's what I'm going to start calling it, Salty.
Yeah, that's a good name for it.
Isn't it, right? I mean, so oh wow. There we go. So, the Tumbril Nova tank is the oddest designed tank ever. In a world where maneuver combat it should still reign supreme, and heavy tanks typically don't fall into that wheelhouse very well, we have a heavy tank. I have a very long video on it. 2 tankers talk about the Tumbril Nova, and we tear it apart. We talk about what's good about it, what's not. I will say, though, doing that video sold me on wanting to own one of these. The tank gameplay is fun. Now, is the tank too fast? Yes. Does it freaking slide around the planet too much? Yes. But is tank gameplay fun if you've got other friends with tanks?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The tank is a lot of fun. So they're not too expensive either, and then you can have a blast with them. Cool thing on these, the missile launchers on the back are going to have like regenerative energy missiles of some kind, which was critical to their victory in the Second Tavaran War. So because the main gun is ballistic. So they ran out of ammo, but they had these regenerative missiles. So anyway, lots of fun. Tumbril Nova tank. I have lots of thoughts on how they're doing armor in Star Citizen, but I will say this is a fun vehicle.
Yeah.
All right, where are we going? What's next?
To the hull.
Is it a hall? Which hall?
The other one.
That's
I
right.
don't know.
All right, here we are in the again back in my favorite hall. At least this
Yep.
time it's filled up. Yeah, we'll start on the right here with the Aries Ion, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ion.
So this is the new fighter variant capital ship killer. Yep, so there's two variants of the Aries. There's this variant and the other one we're going to go to. This houses a size 7 energy weapon. I have yet to fly this. I am going to rent this because I am fascinated. And I have not even sat in a cockpit yet. So I'm pretty excited by that. Yep, hopefully we'll be able to do some shenanigans tomorrow night. How do you get in this thing anyway?
It should be on the...
It's the ladder.
Yeah,
Here we go.
I already opened it for you.
Enter the pilot seat.
It's a very cool animation, all of this.
There we go. Oh, all right. Oh, of course. All right.
And you got a very good view of everything, actually. It's a very nice cockpit.
Oh, look at that. Scan mode enabled. Scan. Spool quasi. This is where they're starting to implement buttons actually do things. Set weapon power off. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They've got, yeah, this is a very attractive cockpit. And look at that. Nothing but glass. Nothing but glass. That's yeah, Crusader doesn't really do struts, do they?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They either go full a lot of glass or a slit like the Hercules.
Yeah. All right. So, energy-based cap ship killer. Of course, the Ion's going to have more stamina because it's energy-based, right? So the longer you can stay alive, you will always have ammunition with an ammunition until, of course, you run out of hydrogen fuel, and then you're just dead in space.
Yes. It also has internal storage. It has a weapon locker, as I just found out.
There you
Probably
go.
other components, but yeah, you have to crouch here.
I'm not going under there. I'm getting glory shots of the...
Alright.
It's very attractive, though. Very beautiful. Brand new ship. Just came out this year. This patch, in fact.
This patch, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's head across the way. Let's head across the way here.
Alright. See if I can get out of this place.
Yep, you're stuck. You're stuck. Crusader chairs. What?
Oh, everything just drops down. That's pretty cool.
So all components are on the bottom?
I think so. Oh, I don't know. Maybe on top as well.
So that is really bright and it's white. This is really dark and it's black, which means I
think that's just
don't know.
you, though, because I have great lighting.
Oh, well, I mean, it looks spooky. So this is the Inferno, which is nice black and red paint. And this is a ballistic size 7. Slow muzzle velocity. Well, both of these things have slow muzzle velocity, but slow rate of fire, but per shot, I mean, obviously it's a size 7, massive amount of DPS.
Look, there's a component up there.
There is a component up there.
I'm gonna check it out.
Well, I can see that it's shields, and what possibly I can't. Well, oh no.
Oh, what's this? Oh, that's cool.
I can't tell if that's the power plant or the shields. There it goes. Or the power plant or the quantum drive. Then you see life support there. Let's see. What do we... in front of the radar scanner.
Fuel port right here.
Oh, yeah. So eventually that's going to pop out a little dingus for docking with a Starfarer so that you can refuel. So another cap ship killer. Normally, so obviously, like I said, the Ion has all the stamina, but this ship is not shy of ammunition. I think it's got several thousand rounds of ballistic ammunition for this weapon.
Yeah, I forgot.
So
I did some testing with short, but I forgot the number.
It's beefy. I mean, it can last, right? Now, granted, capital ships can also last, so it's going to be a very hard fight. But yeah, beefy boy.
I
So
like
you
the
said
control
everything
and
was
stuff.
on the bottom, and now everything's on the top.
No, no.
Feel
Well,
like you're lying.
No, it's separated. There's some stuff down at the bottom.
Okay. It does look pretty cool though, but this is, I imagine
Yeah.
this is gold standard as well, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you think?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it's got to be,
Along
right?
with the talent and stuff. Yeah, so there's stuff up here. You can actually go around this one.
All right,
You can actually see.
let's give it a shot here.
I'll drop them down.
Jump. Nope. How did you jump? I can't.
Oh, go on the.
Oh,
to get
that's
on.
right. You said you got on this, right?
No. This time I used the bench on the other side.
I've got problems. Ah!
Use the bench.
I will use the bench. Oh yeah, that's great.
So this is almost accessible from ground level. It just needs a slight step.
Let's come back down. Let's come back down. There we go. Up onto the thing and up. Oh, of course not. Of course not. Come on. And
Oh, you can also
oh
look
gosh.
straight into the gear well, which is amazing for maintenance.
I got jump problems, Salty. Boy, I
Uh,
got jump problems.
oh, I can. It's too wide. I
I-
cannot get to you.
I don't even care anymore. It's fine. Everything's
Just- just-
fine.
Crouch up here.
The worst my worst game is platformer, without a doubt. Yeah, look at those missile holds in there. Look at these.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, beautifully made. All right, keep it on moving, Salty. You gotta keep going.
All right.
We can
Yes.
fiddle fart all day long. Okay, the next ship is the Mercury Starliner. This is a competitor ship to the Constellation line and the Corsair line,
And the Herald.
and it also does. And in that regard, I'm only talking about cargo capacity. Then it also has information. What is it? Info running capability.
Data running.
Yeah, data running, and also possibly some data collection capability.
Yes, it does have a scanning suite.
Yeah, the big circle on top. So basically, this is kind of a 2-in-1. So if you're looking for a good multi-role ship that can do a lot of things and offers a lot of maneuverability, multi-crew, and gives you some options, this is it. You can put
It
a.
also has secret, sneaky passages all over the place and a cargo hold.
That's right. So let's run back there real quick and just show that. Go back.
I'll
Go back.
close
Go
it
back.
for you.
Oh, good. I don't want you to close it. We're running.
No, I mean
the hold.
secret.
Okay, yeah. So you come in here and then go ahead and open it. I know
Alright.
where. Yeah. Well, I can't see a
Well-
damn thing. I don't know where's the power not on, CRG?
What?
The power's not on. We can't see anything.
Oh, I think it's your
There it goes. Boom. And then you come in here, and now you've got sneaky passageways. Right.
This
so
is the actual shielded cargo hold.
Yeah, so the shielded cargo hold is back here for smuggling. Yeah, and then I really should just put on a damn suit of armor one of these days. I refuse. Yeah. So this is the cargo bay. Up the ramp there is the data racks.
Yep. This is engineering.
Oh, I didn't want that to happen. I couldn't see it, see. CIG, all the lighting states should be on.
Oh yeah, it's a little secret here as well.
There we go. We can climb up. They put a nice climbing thing there, which makes it a lot faster. So these are all your data racks in here. So info running, scanning, cargo, smuggling, top turret, bottom turret with size 3s for your friends.
Yep.
And the pilot has 2 3s. So overall, a fantastically well-rounded ship. One might argue too good, but Mercury Starliner owners would not. It is good. They nerfed it a little bit. They kind of brought it into balance. It's a really solid ship. It is a really solid buy at this point.
Highly maneuverable as well.
Yes. Well, it's a blockade runner, basically. and it's got an asymmetric design, which makes everybody liken it to the old Millennium Falcon. But you'll notice the cockpit is still centerlined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in the original concept art it didn't, but I don't know.
But all right, so that is this is the mid tier basically, the mid tier cargo runner. And right now it's the top tier data runner. There is no data runner larger than this. There is an entry level data runner in the Drake Herald, as Salty said, which is a very small, very fast engine with a cockpit and a scanner, and that's it. 2 people. But this is the next step up from that, and really the only step up from that if you want to do info running.
Yeah.
All right, you want to head downstairs?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, welcome back. We're downstairs now looking at the Tumbril Cyclone range of vehicles. Now, this one on the left here is kind of all the military variants. You got the Tumbril MT, which I own, which is a size 2 cannon weapon and some 4 missiles. I think it's size 2. Maybe it's size 1. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's basically a Jeep type of vehicle. Highly maneuverable, pretty quick, small. Eventually, they want these wheels here to like open up like claws to help you maneuver especially difficult terrain. This is the most top-heavy and heavily armed of the Tumbril line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we come over here and we got the Tumbril AA, which has 4 size 2, I believe, missiles.
Yes.
And I believe an EMP, if I'm not crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
so basically this has no staying power. You shoot your wad on the missiles. And if they were size 3s, I would say this was a real threat as an anti-aircraft platform, but they're not. They're size 2s. This is kind of weak sauce. It's really only a threat to light fighters. The threat on this really comes in on the EMP. So if you were to put this on a reverse slope of your base and wait for an enemy dropship to come at you and then pop your EMP and he just plummets into the dirt, that's probably the scariest thing this thing can do.
Yeah.
Because, they'd explode hopefully. All right, and then you got the Tumbril TR, and this is kind of your classic Humvee Jeep, size 1 minigun on top.
Antenna, quite nice.
Well, I think the MT has that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the MT is just
it's just a souped up TR.
Well, it's a TR combined with the AA.
It is.
Without the EMP.
Yes. Yes. Without the EMP, correct. So.
Which kind of makes it the AA kind of redundant.
Yeah.
Except for the
well,
EMP.
except for that EMP, I'm telling you, man, you get 2 or 3 of these things, you surround your base, depending on how much power it can generate for you, and you could really wreck somebody's day.
But if the EMPs are working.
If they were working. Hey, sometimes the EMPs work, sometimes they don't. They usually go back and fix them. So.
Yeah.
All right, so that's not a whole lot special. These are also very cheap, and if you're looking for a fun ground vehicle, the Cyclones are amazing. Coming over here, the Rover is a step up and a little bit more useful, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So on this side, we got the
more civilian stuff.
Civilian stuff, yeah. So you got the cargo variant here.
Yeah, which has a little
right,
thing in the back.
Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the reconnaissance variant.
Oh, you're
my
all there.
mistake.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yes. So the reconnaissance variant, which I also own, it came with my Explorers pack. This has got improved ground scanners for ground reconnaissance, but it has, I don't think, any weapons. So
no, it does not.
Yeah, so you're sneaking around. You're going to want to maintain a nice low-profile signature and report back, which is why we need artillery, Salty Cactus, which is why we need artillery.
Yeah. In the 3.13 or 14, I don't know, one of the two, I was doing some ground mining with Juro. He was in the rock, and I was in the RN, which I bought at the time in the PU, and see if it had any difference, but not really. The rock was finding rocks in a wider range than I was in this
Well,
thing.
but this isn't really designed to find rocks, is it?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I guess it
what is
depends
it
on
so
I guess it depends on the radar you put in it, right? So I mean,
I
if
have
you
no
put,
clue.
because they've talked about having radars or sensor packages specifically designed for specific purposes. So I would imagine this is more tuned right now for ships and enemies and
Yeah,
things like that. Whereas you might want to put a mineral sensor on there, and then it might work even better.
I mean, yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's just useless.
It is. It really doesn't fill a niche right now. It has a niche, but there's not really a niche for it. All right,
No.
this one here in the center is the, what do we call this? The RC. This is the racing version. This has like an afterburner on it.
Yeah,
just-
in the back.
It's just to go faster. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's been some really interesting races I've seen on YouTube where people have kind of mapped out courses on Orison. So if you
Yeah.
screw up, you fly off the edge. Yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah, so this competes with a couple of ships. I know the Origin, G12 has a racing variant. There's this,
yes.
and
And the bikes.
well, the bikes have racers, but for four-wheel vehicles, I
Oh.
think it's just this and the G12, right?
I mean, that's also the only four-wheeled vehicles we have, because
Yeah.
the Ursa is 6.
Yes. Although I think in I'm not sure in Daymar Rally if the Ursa Rover falls in the category with the Tumbril.
Probably not.
Probably not. All right, and then we have the cargo. This is the cargo variant, Tumbril cargo variant. So, just the Tumbril
that's it.
Cyclone. No initials or anything. This
Well,
well,
there's
no.
a ramp you can get into.
Well, yeah. So this is designed for those missions that we've that CIG has recently talked about, where weather becomes a factor and a problem. You can put,
Yeah.
you have to approach the objective in a vehicle to do the box mission or drop it off or whatever. You'll need a Cyclone with a cargo or a rover. But this is cheaper than a rover. You can put it in there. You can close it up. You can take off, drop your box off, come back to your ship.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
And you can have a buddy. I do wish CIG would let us shoot the co-pilot to shoot a weapon.
Or the ability to stand here while they're driving, because well, in the old days at least, where the Cyclone was quite new, you could not stand here when it was driving.
Well, now you can't. Oh, you mean you would clip out?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you can now. You'll just get thrown around like a rag doll and take damage.
Yeah, probably. You should have like a grip or something you can hold on to.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah, then it could be a people mover too. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for the Cyclone line. Not a whole lot you could say about them. They're
No.
fun. They're fun to drive, right? I love driving Cyclones. They're a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
They're great.
But I opted for a G12 for my racer variant. It has an EMP on it. We'll talk about that on Origin Day. All right. Let's see what we got over here. We'll see what we got over here. Over here, I can't tell what that is. The hologram is not helping me
That's
out.
a Genesis
it's the
Starliner.
Genesis Starliner. This is Lando's favorite ship.
Yep.
So
One of mine as well.
Get at what?
One of mine as well. I like the design of it.
Yeah. So this is kind of one of the oldest, if not the oldest, Crusader Industries.
It's the oldest.
Yeah, design. I'm sure it's going to go through a pretty heavy design language rework. But I will tell you, I mean, even this looks pretty close. This is basically the 777 of the Star Citizen universe. If you own this, you can haul cargo or you can haul people. And they're already talking about, I'm not sure if it was in 316 or 317, luxury transport missions where you transport an individual in your origin ship or whatever. This would be transporting like 500 people across a system or through a jump point. And interestingly, you can customize this with first class, second class, business class, coach,
Yeah.
economy. And we don't know to what extent luxury.
No.
It's possible. I mean, your first class is probably going to be pretty luxe, but just like in real life, if you get on a Japanese airline, man, some of those things are like lux times a million compared to an American first class, luxury. So, I'm sure, like today, some of these might be private staterooms for first class travel and stuff like
It's
that.
definitely
So.
space for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So another huge ship. I mean, this is a huge ship, so it'll be interesting. But that's really all you can say about this. This is a people mover primarily and a cargo mover sometimes, if you want it to be.
Well, a couple of years ago, it was sort of, it was in production. There was a gray box shown during around the first, which is the old Inside Star Citizen, and they were showing off some interior shots as well, but
They
yeah,
paused.
they were
They paused. They had to pause
paused.
production.
Yes, they did. But at that time, it was also fully modular in a way that we don't have, I think, anymore with any ships. You could even make this into a giant drop ship with like bunk beds for soldiers and their rifle and armory.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, but they removed that. Oh, and vehicle transport in the back, because there's a ramp in the back. And they basically gave that to the Hercules. That's what the Hercules came out of.
Well,
and from that point on, it got... Yeah, I don't know. It's in a weird state. We don't really know much about it anymore. We used to, but we don't anymore.
Well, we'll see. Keep your eyes peeled for more news on Thursday. You see those giant fans, though? I hope they keep those.
Yes.
Those, if you look up here, those giant VTOL fans. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, because this ship is gonna need the VTOL power.
It is also in production, according to the sales website of IAE.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna need more than 50 people on a server for this ship to matter. So.
I mean, NPCs.
Maybe. I still feel like. I feel like you should have more than 50 people on a server. All right, let's keep going. Here we go.
We'll get there.
We will. All right. I think this is actually the last vehicle of the day. We're kind of in it on a downer.
Downer.
Tumbril Ranger. What?
Yeah, sort of, because this is the only version. This is only the TR, the weaponized version.
Yeah. So this is the only motorcycle in game that actually has wheels, manufactured by Tumbril. All the others are hover bikes.
Yep.
It has size 1 weapons. I mean, you can see here they're like doggone cannons, ballistic cannons, which will be interesting to see how effective ballistic cannons are unless they are heavily gimbaled, or not gimbaled but gyroed, right? Gyro mode. You're gonna need a gyro mode. It's going to be almost impossible to use these if they're constantly impacted by terrain.
Yeah.
At least
they might have some kind of elevation assistance.
Called gyro mode. Stabilization.
Okay.
They call stabilization. They call stabe gyro.
Yeah.
I was reminded by Commander. They don't call it gimbal. They call it gyro.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But anyway, this is, it seems like a simple thing to do, but they haven't put the manpower behind it. But the Tumbril lineup is pretty doggone set. So we're just waiting for it to come out.
Yeah. The other variants are the CV, which is the cargo variant. It has in total 1 SCU of cargo space scattered around, because it has 3 cases, I think.
Yeah, which is like the Drake Dragonfly. It also has, I think, 1 SCU scattered around on saddlebags.
Yes, which are not there yet. But and you got the RC, which is of course your racer variant.
So we definitely need this in the verse so that we have more. I'm all for more ground stuff, you know.
It will also be the most compact vehicle possible.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
They have managed to basically cram everything somewhere, all the components.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is the
also
smallest, right? The absolute
yes,
smallest.
all
And
absolute smallest they can make it.
it also is interesting because you know, when you take a hover bike on some of these internal ships, there's often a great deal of conflict. At least the last time I took one
Yeah.
in, there's always been a lot of conflict on how the hover system is interacting with the ship. So this would be much easier because you know, wheeled vehicles very rarely anymore. Gosh, I remember back when they did, but
Yeah.
now they've kind of sorted that problem out. Wheeled vehicles don't have a problem, so this would be a lot easier to get in and out of ships, a lot easier to maneuver and manage than some of the hover vehicles.
Yeah, they wanted to wait for the revamp of the ground vehicles because they basically, I think, what they want with the Ranger is to have it feature complete fully in the game.
In fact, with the tires doing the same thing that Tumbril tires are
Yes.
supposed to do.
Well, yeah, because they also wanted like the leaning and stuff. They wanted that in as well instead of having some kind of T0 version where we have just a cheap, like it using the Cyclone physics. It cannot topple over as easily. Something I don't know. But eventually we'll be able to lean in like an actual motorcycle, and they want that in, I think, from launch. That's why we don't have it.
Well, there you go. Well, that's it for today. It's a small day. Tumbril and Crusader.
Yep.
Yeah, two smaller manufacturers, but
Uh,
both have a lot
right now.
of good times.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting ships. Well, all right. That's it for this episode. If you feel inspired to create your Star Citizen account to go buy yourself a C2, use my referral code down in the description. If you are looking for a small organization, a military company, come check out a.m.m.o. Again, links in the description. We also do everything. So if you just want to run cargo and have a good time and you're just looking for a small group of people that love Star Citizen, we might be the group for you.
Yep.
We'll see you tomorrow. Hope and have a good evening.
Today.
Or today, I don't know. Whenever you watch this, we're doing every day. We're doing every day, full walkthrough. So we'll see you in the next one. Later.
Bye.
With courage.